Morning, everyone, on this Thursday. This is our weekly Edgewater Alliance Church weekly update. My name's Ron. I'm one of the pastors here at Edgewater Alliance, and hope you're having a somewhat good week and good day regarding the circumstances that we're all in. I just want to give you some church news real quick, and then a quick word of encouragement as well. This is Easter Sunday coming up. Big Sunday, which we normally have quite a bit of extra music and brass and all that kind of stuff and extra events. Unfortunately, this week, having to make some changes. But we invite you to join us at 10:30 on our website, and you'll be able to go there and hopefully watch it live or watch it on Facebook. We are aware of the technological issues we had last Sunday going live stream. As I understand it, there were a large amount of churches who were going live stream last Sunday and clogged up a lot of servers and all of that. However, I believe thanks to Travis Smeck and Denny Davis in part, we have figured out that solution, and we'll be able to watch this coming Sunday in a much better fashion, and everything should be smooth, hopefully. This is a great day, as you know, in our faith this day. The resurrection did not come out of the church. The church came out of the resurrection. They were not convinced because of an empty tomb. They were convinced because of risen Christ. And so that's what we come together this coming Sunday to celebrate together. So we invite you to go there at 10:30 to our website and join us all. If you are Facebook savvy, you can also look at coming into a watch party, and you can make some live comments as we all watch it together. Secondly, also on the website, we are going to post a song that I recorded a couple days ago. We want to try to push you a song maybe once a week from perhaps different members of the worship team or parts of the worship team, and just as an encouragement for you, a song that maybe is applicable for our times. I recorded a song called Savior Like a Shepherd. Some of you might know that great hymn. It's been around for a while, but that should be posted on the website by today or tomorrow, and you can look that up, hopefully with a YouTube link, or also just on the website, and that God would use that to speak to your heart as well. If you are in need of some help, you need groceries, you need somebody to take your car down and get gas in it, you need somebody to pick up some medications for you, please call our church office, or you can email in to information@edgewateralliancechurch.org, and somebody can respond to you. We do have a support team that is willing and able to come and give you a hand and do whatever you need. So hopefully, if you're there and you need some extra help, please take advantage of that and let the church be the church for you at this time. Let me give you two quick words of encouragement this morning, all right? Hopefully there is now coming up a picture of our dog. Her name is Maggie. She's about a 17-week-old chocolate lab full of energy. You see her laying there, and looks like she's looking at something. And then, Travis, if you can switch the slide, you can see that, oh, look, she's reading the Bible. She's such a spiritual animal. Probably reading, I think, in Leviticus, the animal thing kind of intrigued her. Anyway, Maggie is totally unaware of what is happening around our nation and around our world. And I take this idea from our friend Larry Kirk, pastor at Christ Community Church in Daytona. Maggie, although we do have the TV on occasionally, and she might pick up some information as she looks at the screen, she really doesn't get it. She doesn't understand. She doesn't know what's happening outside the four walls of her home. What really concerns her is that the people that love and protect and take care of her are here and are continue to do that. We do know what's going on. We do have a clue somewhat what's happening around us in our communities, in our nation, in our world. And yet we still need to look to the one who has promised to protect us, to watch over us, to continue to supply our needs. And so we look to God by faith, even as Maggie, in one sense, looks to us, her owners, to take care of her. And finally, one quick story. George Whitfield was sorry, my phone went off. George Whitfield was a 18th century man born at the time of the Wesleys in England. He knew the Wesleys together. Many church historians believe that they had a great part, obviously, in the beginnings of the Methodist Church and the Methodist movement. Whitfield became a great evangelist, not only in his country, but in our own United States. Whitfield's great passion a lot was for orphanages and orphans, particularly in the state of Georgia in the United States. The story is that Whitfield over here in the States was collecting monies for the orphanages and was in between towns when a robber came and robbed him of all the money he had just collected. The robber took off. Whitfield and his partner were somewhat despondent as they headed toward town. And not a few minutes later, they noticed the robber came galloping back and demanded Whitfield's coat. He said, "Your coat's better than mine. I want yours." So he took Whitfield's coat and left his on the ground and took off. Whitfield picked up the coat. It was cold outside, put it on, and they continued their travel to town, not only to realize a few minutes later the robber came back. This time they hoofed it, literally, into town and made it into town safely. Later on, Whitfield would open up that coat and realize there was a bulging envelope in that coat, and in that envelope was a lot more money than what he had been robbed of. Whitfield used most of that for the support of the orphanages in Georgia. The writer of the story, the truth of the story, is that many times the providence of God must be looked and viewed backwards. You don't always see God on the trail. You don't always see God in the middle of the trials. Usually, we see God at the end of the trial. And many times the providence of God taking care of us, is going to be sometimes hidden in the coats of our lives. But we will see that God can do above and abundantly beyond all that we can ask or think. And really, ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest. It's always usually not what we think. And so I invite you those words of encouragement today. Again, contact us if you need something. Look forward to seeing you, well, not maybe seeing you, but hearing from you on this great Easter coming up here in a few days. He is risen. He is risen indeed. God bless you.